Welcome back, guys. All right, so I am coming back to talk to you guys about digital marketing again, just because it's getting more views. All right, so basically this video is going to be about digital marketing, but how to actually get started. So this is going to be like almost like a tutorial video, basically. So again, for those of you who didn't see my previous video, basically I talked about digital marketing, specifically faceless digital marketing that I just got started with, and actually started making sales. Mind blowing, I know. But I'm gonna basically do a how-to video, and I'm gonna go through everything, how to get you set up pretty quickly, you know, nothing long, nothing too crazy. So this is like a little simple video for you, and just you can always rewind if you gotta catch up, but this is how, you know, if I had to do it all over again, this is what I would do in a more simple way. So I'm gonna make it simple and easy for you guys, and I'm right up here. As we go along, I will be showing you exactly how to do these things and where to find these exact things at, between Instagram and Canva and creating your Stanstore. So if I was to do it all over again, or me explaining to you guys, I would start by number one, I would first figure out what digital products I want to sell. So if you're like me, you would want to sell, you know, courses or create your own ebook. If you're into traveling, weight loss, anything like that, then you're like me. So you would want to start with first picking your specific niche. So your niche is something that you're going to focus on. So for this video purpose, we're going to focus on digital marketing. So we're basically going to provide products to help people who are interested in digital marketing, specifically faceless digital marketing. So what we're going to do first is we are going to set up an Instagram account. Number one. So you're going to create an Instagram account. So you're going to go on Instagram, you're going to create a profile, you're going to put your email, create a password, and you're going to create a faceless name. So this faceless name, you're going to put any name that's going to represent your digital products. So you can come up with faceless digitals, as long as it's available, something like faceless digitals, faceless dream diaries, like something that, you know, you're specifically going to do with your products. Any of those names, or you can think of something different. Get creative. Like mine's is Faceless Gems. It was Faceless Gems at the beginning, but I created another profile, and for some reason, even though I deleted or tried to delete that Instagram, it wouldn't let me reuse that name. So it turned into Faceless Gems. So you're gonna create a profile on Instagram. You are going to switch to business. So this business Instagram is basically gonna show you your analytics, which is gonna tell you how much accounts you're reaching, how many follows you got from your reels. It's gonna get into all the business aspects, and it's gonna tell you basically your progress. Like that's your mini progress review for each day or the week, depending on when you look at it. But that's your progress. That's how you know if your reels are doing good or they're not doing so good. So yes, you're gonna create a business. That's number one. Then what I want you to do is find some faceless Instagram pages. Like you can use mine, you can use others. There's this girl who's almost at 1 million. And I think for me, she's the only one that I've seen that's creating digital products with that much followers. And that's where I got my first product from. But she is the Faceless Digital Journey. She's almost at 1 million followers, and she is generating a lot of revenue. So you could follow somebody like her and follow a couple other people with like lower following, so you can see how the transition is, you know. So follow a couple people, do research, like look at their profiles, see what type of captions they're putting, what type of hooks they're putting, how their reels are looking, you know, which reels is performing better. And of course, look at the reels that perform the best, you know. Even the profiles with the low followers, they tend to have reels sometimes that have like 4,000, 5,000 plays. So look at those and see why. Try to think of why those reels are performing so well and kind of take that into consideration. So you're gonna do that. After you do that little mini research, create your Instagram profile. Number 2, you're then going to find out what digital product you want to do. So let's say, for instance, say you do something in Canva. You want to do an ebook with like a couple steps of how to get started on Faceless digital marketing. You're going to go into Canva. You're going to create an account if you don't already have an account. You're going to create a template. You can start from blank, or you can get a template that's already in Canva. So you could type in whatever designs you want. And again, I'm gonna show you how to do that here on the side of the screen. So, you know, you go into Canva, get your template, put whatever you want for your title. There's a text box, there's elements, which are little subjects or characters that you put. You can put little items that will help brighten up your ebook or whatever you're creating. You can add those characters or those elements, you know, throughout your pages, and just make it look lively. Make it look like a product that you would want to buy, you know. You can start, you're not going to be a pro at it, obviously. It's going to be your first digital product. So you can do that. Or you can purchase a course, a guide from one of the followers that you're following, that you may have talked with, connected with. Buy it from them or me. Go to our page, you know, go to the Stanstore link in the bio, because a lot of people usually have their store in their bio. Click that. See a product, you can find something, you know, cheaper. It doesn't have to necessarily be a course. A course is really helpful because it'll have you go from A to Z. But you can start with a guide, or even start with a freebie that's up for sale, which I have, that you can use as master resale. You can't customize it. You can just sell it like it is. So you can put one of those in your store and use that as, you know, your first digital product, where you don't even have to go into Canva and recreate everything. So you can do that. So what you're gonna do, third step, is you're gonna create a Stanstore. They do have System.io. They have other, like Samcart. They have a couple other sites that you can use. For me, I tried them and it wasn't so user-friendly. And I'm not bad with technical skills. I'm actually pretty good, but it just wasn't doing it for me. So I use Stanstore. So you're gonna create a Stanstore. If you choose something else, you know, you'll create it through there. But specifically, I love Stanstore, so I'm gonna discuss Stanstore. So you create a Stanstore. You can do a 2-week free trial, which also is located in my Stanstore. You can get a free trial. So you can do that. Once you create your Stanstore, you are going to go to my store or store. You click that at the bottom of the screen, and then it's gonna have options where you can add a course, sell digital products, do like a coaching call, webinar. You're gonna go to sell digital product. Now, when you go to sell digital product, you have your title, your description. Your description, you can use AI. So you can write your description, whatever your description is gonna be, like Faceless guide. And AI will program a description for you saying what it includes. And of course you tweak it just to make sure it matches. So that's an easy way of doing that. And then you're going to list your subtitle as well. So you could put MRR, PLR, whatever it includes with the digital product that you're selling. Once you do that, you go to the checkout section, and then you can either put the URL for the product or you can put the PDF. So PDF is more when you just want to promote it as just master resale rights. You don't want anybody to edit it. But you can also do the link so that person can edit it, but you can put that in your email confirmation, which is under options on Stanstore. Put it under email confirmations, and then after that, you're basically just gonna put the link there to email confirmations. That way when somebody purchases the product, they'll get that email and it says, you know, you can edit it through this link. That way they can click on that link and it'll pop up in Canva and they can change around whatever the product is. Now, that's only if you want to give them PLR, which is private label rights, so they can customize the product. If you don't, then you wouldn't send them the link. So those are the two options. So again, just to reiterate, if you want to sell a product that you just want to keep as yours and you really don't want anybody to change it, you're going to sell it as master resale rights. So you're not going to provide the link, just the PDF, so they can use it for their, you know, to either sell it or personal use. Or you can do PLR, where they'll get the PDF and they can get the link to change it into their own and customize it. So those are the two options you can do if you want. If you just want to give somebody options to do that, it's really up to you what you want to do. Certain products do sell more because they do have like the PLR rights where they can customize it and change it to their own. So that's just something you just have to decide on. I have some products that are only MRR, mainly because I bought it that way. So you have to sell it that way. And then I have some products that's also PLR where you can customize it. And some of those I bought that way too. So it all depends. So that's basically the gist of how you would put your first digital product up. So you would go into Stanstore, you would go to store, you would click sell digital product. You choose your title, choose your description, which again you can use with AI. You will put your options. You can do your confirmation email with the link if you want them to customize it, or without the link if you don't want them to customize it. So that decision is ultimately up to you. So once you do that, you publish. There is an option if you do get, depending on the type of membership you get with Stanstore. So if you get the $29 one, which is after your 2 free weeks is up, you'll have the basics, and it'll tell you on Stanstore what you get with each membership. So me personally, I upgraded to the $99 one just because you get to send your emails out either a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days after the person purchases the product. So you get that email blast that you can send out for your products, whether it's freebies or it's paid products. So you'll get that, well, people will get the email, whoever purchased from you will get that email, follow up like, hey, how you doing? I got a new product. Like you'll get those every couple of days. And that was important to me because that's how people tend to come back, you know, to you, and they'll be able to click on that email with your products and they can look at your other products, even if they, you know, maybe forgot about it. That email will remind them like, oh, okay, let me check out this product. If this product was good, let me go back to her page, you know. So it just gets people thinking like, okay, maybe I should check out this product if that previous product that I bought was good, or even the freebie. So that's basically a gist of how Stanstore works. They have a whole bunch of options where you can add in other emails, you can add in Funnels, you can get into all of that with Stanstore, but this is a basic video. Funnels is like for another section, but this is a basic video of how you really get set up and get your first digital product out there as a complete beginner. So once you do that, you publish that, you got your Stanstore. Now to create your you have about a couple options where how you want your Stanstore to look. So you would go to edit design. When you're in that edit page, it'll say edit design, and then you have a couple of designs you can choose from. In that design, you'll have colors, so you can choose the colors that you want your Stanstore to be, and it'll just customize it. And you can also preview it right there before you actually publish it. So you'll preview that, and then if you like it, you'll publish it. And pretty much you got your Stanstore set up. There's also options where at the beginning it'll have you choose your username, but you can also add in links for your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Like you can add your links at the top of the page. So that way when somebody goes to your page, they can always click back to get to your Instagram or whatever social that you have up there listed on the page. So that's another thing with Stanstore, which is absolutely amazing. I love the look of it. And right up here, I'm gonna show you how I redid my Stanstore, and it looks way better. I redid, you know, the thumbnails of all my products. Like I redid everything because I'm getting a little more savvy with Stanstore. So, and Canva, because a lot of this is Stanstore and Canva and just recreating everything. If you do have any questions about any of these steps, please feel free to comment, DM me. I will go through it. I will actually send you a recording, you know, that will show you exactly how to get from point A to point B if you need. So once you got your Stanstore set up, you're pretty much almost up and ready to go. So once you got that Stanstore set up, you're gonna go to the top right corner of your page edit, and you're gonna see your name, and it's gonna be like two little boxes, almost looks 3D. You'll click on that and it'll say link is copied. Now that's the link that you're gonna put in your Instagram bio. So you'll put that in your Instagram bio of your Faceless page. That way, when people come to your page that you're using to promote, they can click on that link and your page will pop up and they could just buy your digital products directly. So you insert that into your page. You want to have that up and running as soon as possible, pretty much, because when somebody comes to your page and they're looking like, oh, this person's promoting this, like, where do I go next? I go to their bio so I can click on the link. Another thing, if somebody reaches out to you or you reach out to somebody through DM, you can also send them that link too, so they can click right, you know, click it right there from the DM and your page will pop up and they can see your products. Also from Stanstore, you can either copy the URL for your whole page, or you can copy the URL for specific products. So if you want to just like have somebody have a simple click and go right to the product of their choice, you can copy that URL in that edit section of Stanstore. You click on this like 3 dots on the right hand side of your product, you click it and it says copy URL. You can post that in the DM to whoever you're talking to. That way that product, they'll go straight to that product. So that's basically a little overview of Stanstore. Once you got that down packed, then it's time for step 3. You are going to create a reel. Now, reels are more, they create more of a reach to people. A lot of people watch reels more than posts. So I would stick to only reels. For me, all I did was reels, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do regular like posts. I'm probably gonna stick to reels because that reaches more people faster, in my opinion, and it catches people's attention. So I would stick to reels if I was you. So you're gonna create a reel. Now, where you're gonna get the videos, it depends. Again, you can use Canva, you can use Social Stock, you can use Content Cove, you can use Paxia. or you can use Pixel Bay. There's a couple others. You can use a couple of those, and again, I'll list those. You go to those sites. Canva, they have free, but they also have the Pro. In that, you have to pay, I don't know, I have the Pro too. It's like $4 or $5. It's pretty cheap every month if you want the Pro edition. So the Pro has, of course, better videos, content videos, or stock videos, they call it. So you'll use that. You'll trim it. You want to trim it to at least 3 to 7 seconds, a lot of people say. I try to keep mine to 3 to 5 seconds because I can see under the analytics, which we'll get to in Instagram, it'll tell you that a lot of people, they stop watching or they go past your video at about like 3.5, 4 seconds. At least for most of my videos, that's when it stops. So I started creating reels that was only 3 to 4 seconds. That way it grabs their attention and, you know, they can go through it quickly. So you basically take the video, trim it, and then you'll save it to your phone, and then you'll upload it as a reel in Instagram. Now, once you upload it, you will want to have an audio, a trending audio, which has the arrow, and you'll see, you can look at other reels, it'll have a little arrow, meaning it's trending. You can click on that arrow, it'll pop up to people who's used that audio, and it'll say how many plays the original had. Now, you want to get one that has an original of about 1 million and up, because that one is really trending. So you'll want to use that. You can save those audios as well. So you can save those audios and use it for later, at a later time. So you'll pick your audio, have it saved, then you'll use it for that video that you just uploaded on Instagram. So you'll have, and you can save your videos as draft if you want to come back later and add the audio that you had just recently saved. So you'll come back, you'll add the audio, and then once you add the audio, you're going to include text. So this is where hooks come in at. So think of hook as you're actually hooking someone. So you're grabbing someone's attention. So for instance, like my video says, digital marketing, 10K plus a month. It's not really saying that I definitely made 10K a month, but it's catching your attention. And then in my caption, I'm gonna explain or say, I didn't make 10K a month, but I did X, Y, and Z. So it's basically a hook is like an attention grabber. Then you got your CTAs, which is your call to action. These are usually one-word items that you are saying, that you're telling your audience what to do. So comment, learn, comment goals. You're telling your audience or giving your audience an action to do. Sometimes, and then the whole purpose of them is for them to do it. Comment, so I can send you a DM, so I can send you my guide. So you want those, you can put a hook and a CTA both in those reels. So the reel that you just uploaded and you put the audio to, you're gonna put on the top, you're gonna put the hook. So the hook can be, there's several hooks. I'll list some hooks up there, but I also have a lot of hooks in my 3-month social media content guide. So a hook, you can write, new faceless girls, are you ready to make money? Or new faceless queens, are you ready to make money? Like, you can think of anything, you can twist it. There's a lot of hooks out there that you can see for free on videos, but that's just something off my head. Or you could do a POV, what it looks like not to work a 9 to 5 anymore. You can just wake up whenever you want. Something like that. Something that grabs your audience attention, you know? So that's your hook. Then your call to action, you can say, comment, learn below if you want to earn a passive income for the rest of your life. So that's basically like a call to action. It's like those words that you're going to put in capital letters, like comment, learn, comment goals. So you can put that on the reel. you can decide to also put that CTA in your caption too. So your hook and your CTA you can put on that screen of your reel, and then in the caption you are going to put, basically explain what this post is really about. Okay, then you go into detail about specifically the problem that your target audience has. Once you identify the problem in there in a storytelling way, which really works because the reel keeps playing as you read the caption, so you want it kind of long. So once the story plays, you'll provide that problem that your target audience has, whether it's they need extra money or they want to get fit, whatever your specific niche is. Provide that, and then in that same caption, you're going to provide the solution. Okay, you need to make money. All right, here's the solution. Step 1 through step 5. You're going to list those solutions in that caption. So it becomes educational, something that your audience will, look at and be like, okay, I can learn from this. So it's something that will keep them looking at your page. You want to keep them engaged pretty much. So that's what you'll do with that one reel. And pretty much every reel after that, you want it to be along those guidelines. You want to always, speak of a problem that your target audience has and then provide the solution in the caption. You want all of that in the caption so it allows them to read, and then your reel is playing in the background, so hence your plays are higher. So that is basically how you start in the most simple way digital marketing. So you can have posts that also talk about your product specifically. Those are good, but those aren't the best sometimes because it kind of just comes off as if you're selling something. You don't want all of your posts to be like, okay, I'm selling something. You want to speak of their problem, provide the solution, and then say comment, learn. Then later on, you'll go into talking about what you have to offer and how you can solve their problem through DM or wherever. Once they do that comment, that CTA, you'll talk about it more on a one-to-one, but you don't want it to sound so like, oh, buy this, So you just got to get creative with it. That's basically what I'm saying. You got to get creative with it. So once you do that, create your reel and, add all your captions, you post it. But before you post it, you also want to add your hashtags. So the hashtags, you want them to be relevant to the video. So for a digital marketer, I would say the first thing should be hashtag digital marketing. Then you will go digital marketing for beginners, hashtag faceless digital marketing, like everything relevant in order. And I say digital marketing first before faceless digital marketing because digital marketing is more general. So you want to have like a couple general ones and then a couple specific ones. And that'll help you, people searching for those things, you're more likely to come up. So you want to use about 6-7 of those hashtags. Just think of hashtags as something that somebody searches for. So think about, you want to put yourself in a mind frame, okay, if I wanted to make money, what would I Google? And then you can Google it too, or type it in Instagram and see what comes up, what type of content comes up. And that's how you know that you're on the right path. Then you have SEOs, which is search engine optimization. So these SEOs is similar to hashtags for me, but they're a little longer. So you will write as far like SEOs, you can write, again, digital marketing. You can write how to make money online and then try to separate it. So either with a comma or a little slash, how to make money online, quit your 9-to-5, like certain things that people search when they're looking for extra income. So you put that as your SEOs as well. So again, you use 5 to 6 hashtags, 7 SEOs about the same amount. and you put that in that caption with all that you wrote about your problem and solving other people's problems. You want to put the hashtags and the SEOs under that caption as well. So that way it reaches more people, you know? And when people search that, you're more likely to come up. And when you keep posting those reels and you keep keeping the same hashtags and the same SEOs, you're more likely to come up when people are searching for these things. So you just kind of want to keep the same consistency. So that's basically your first reel down pat. And then every other reel, you want to make sure that you're using the same type of strategy, but you want to change it up. You don't want it to sound exactly the same. Like you want to change up your hooks, you want to change up your CTAs. CTAs you kind of bounce back and forth with. But you want to change up all your hooks. You want to change up your captions. It could be about the same subject. Yes, and I would advise you to stick to like the same subject, but change it up. You know, change up the steps, change up how you're identifying someone's problem, change up how you're, you know, talking about how they're going to solve their problem. Just switch it up, but you're basically going to do a rinse and repeat of all of this. Especially if the in your analytics, your reels are getting more views, you want to repeat the ones that's getting the most views. So your analytics on your Instagram page, your analytics will be under View Insights. So your View Insights will show you how much accounts you reached, the number of saves, the number of shares on your reels. That'll be basically, okay, how this reel is actually performing. And you use that to produce your other reels. So if one reel didn't perform well and the other one did, you're gonna rinse and repeat the one that performed well, and you're really not gonna do the one that didn't. But that all comes with time. So a reel may not seem like it's performing well, then all of a sudden it may shoot up. Just because over time you start to reach more people, your reels get more play, get more engagement, and then it starts to go up. So you don't want to totally take it out of the waters, but keep on repeating the ones that's doing good, basically. So that's why it's good to have a business page versus a personal, because the personal page on Instagram, you don't get the analytics, so you don't know what's going on really. But with the business page, you do. So that's something you want to take into account, is the analytics. So after you do that, you know, you keep creating your reels. I would go for 2 to 3 a day if you can. Now I got super busy, so I cannot do 2 to 3 a day. I've been doing 1 a day, but it's been specifically, okay, here's your problem, here's your solution. Like it's been strictly that, like quality content. So that's what I've been sticking to. I'm like, if I'm gonna do 1 a day, just make sure it's quality. Because I got so busy in posting 3 reels a day, it wasn't effective for me. And you know, everyone's different. It may work for you, but it doesn't work for me because I got other things to do. And I know a lot of people feel that way too. But if you're able to do 2 a day, I would say 2 is ideal. Like I'm gonna get back to 2 somehow. Once you do that, you know, your followers will start to come in. With the following, now there's some courses that will tell you to follow as many people as you can. That way you hoping, you know, they'll follow you back. I wouldn't say that's the best tactic. I would say, yes, follow some people, but mostly follow the people who's your target audience. Of course, follow the people that's in the Faceless community, but follow people who's your target audience. Interact with them, engage with them, you know, have genuine conversations with them. Because when they're looking to start, or they finally change their mind about buying a product, and you've had that genuine conversation with them, they will come back to you and they will think of you. Trust me, they will come back to you. Or even in that moment, sometimes you're having that conversation right then and there. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna buy this. Because I know with me, when I bought my products, or my most recent products, it was from people who I've had genuine conversations with. And they didn't come off pushy. They weren't like a salesperson. They just, you can just tell like their personality was good. Like, and they had good spirits. So that's usually the people who I bought from. So the same goes for you, you know, just make your connections. Don't come off as like a salesy person, but you know, definitely promote as much as you can, but get creative with promoting. Like, don't make it seem like it's promoting, you know, because people, like, they'll look at it and be like, oh, they're just trying to buy me, you know. So basically that's what you do. Once you do that, create your 2 reels a day. It really depends on when you get your first sale. Like I said, like I got my first sale 3 days after I purchased one of the courses, my first ever course. I now have 3 courses listed on my page, but I made my first sale from that course within 3 days. And it just happened out of nowhere. So it happens, it can be inconsistent. But think of your Instagram page as a business page. Like, you go on a page, what do you think of the page? Like, when you go on your page, like, oh, do I like this? Do I want to like take a look? Do I want to purchase from this person? Like, how does my business page look and how does it represent me? What kind of vibe am I giving off? Like, will this attract people? And that's what I had to think about when I redid my Instagram page or my Instagram reel covers. The covers you can change to anything you want. It doesn't have to be the video. It can be an image of anything. You can write a text on it and then add it as your cover. You can customize it whichever way you want. And that'll dictate how your Instagram profile really looks. So you want to take that into consideration, because when people come to your page, they're going to see your bio, they're going to see your profile pic, and they're going to see all your Instagram reel covers, and it'll come together as a complete profile. So you want to really, you know, hone in and say to yourself, how do I want my page to be? What do I want my image to be? Do I want it to represent glamour, glitz? Do I want it to represent something modest, something calmer? Like, who am I and what do I want my page to represent? That's how you have to think of it from a business aspect. I didn't learn that until a little later in, and it started clicking. Like, as time goes on, things start clicking. I'm just like, okay, I'm learning this. So you want to get that set up. You want that to look nice. You want your bio to be right. I don't want to like take up too much time, because I feel like I kind of went into details about how you get from A to Z, but that's basically the steps you want to take to get started. Now, to go into depth about what's supposed to be in your Instagram bio, really how to get started, understanding SEOs, really learning a lot of captions and hooks and CTAs. I do have a 3-month social media content guide, but I also have courses. A new course just came out not too long ago, UBC, Ultimate Branding Course. And this course is amazing. I have that listed on my site as well. And a lot of people who are new Faceless or new digital marketers selling this course are making sales because it's so popular. And it's basically a video-based course where they're telling you how to set up your system IO, your Stanstore. You can see them on the video, and they're telling you how to do this stuff step by step. And they're talking about branding, and I feel like this is perfect. This is actually teaching you how to digital market. The other courses are good, like Simply Passive is a very good course you can look into for beginners as well. And it has a whole Faceless module. But UBC is specifically branding, like how are you branding and marketing yourself, like how are you putting yourself out there. It's speaking to that nature, which I think a lot of people have trouble doing. So that is a good course. If you want to buy a course, check out a course, it's a good course. Also, Faceless 1.0 is a good course as well. It's cheaper too, and it's straight to the point. it's kind of controversial because it has some things in there that they tell you to do that, you know, that you can tweak. You can tweak you don't have to follow anything word for word. I would say you can tweak a lot of things, but you know, it has some stuff in there that you may not want to follow, or you just kind of hesitant on even listening to. But that course is a great course. It taught me a lot of stuff that I know now, so can't even say anything bad about it. Yeah, I would check out some courses, check out some guides. They have low ticket guides, like, and I get it. Like when I first started it with my first page, I did not want to invest in digital marketing courses. I was like, I'm paying what? $500, $300? Like, you think I'm about to pay for this course? That much money? I was like, no. But thank God, you know, they do have payment plans. But then I had to think to myself, okay, is this course going to teach me something that I need to know? Is it of value? So then I decided to start investing in myself. I was like, okay, bought a course, sold that course, bought another course, and then another course. And I was like, these are courses of value to me, and I'm sure they're going to be of value to a lot of other people as they're selling like crazy. So just, you know, say that I know how it feels like, oh, I don't want to buy this course. I don't want to spend money on this. There's other little items you could start with. Like I started with a guide at first, but I felt like I needed a course because I really needed to learn what to do. And I learned a lot, like where to get my videos for free and how to do SEOs, what hashtags to put. Like, you learn a lot more in detail, especially as a beginner that doesn't know anything about digital marketing. Those courses are great, and it's worth the investment, especially if you're gonna really put the work in, you know. But I hope this video has helped you for all the new to-be digital marketers, because I know a lot of people still want to it's so many people out there that want to get into this. It's just getting to them. So, and I know a lot of you found this video because you're searching up digital marketing. Let's be honest, you want to know what it's about. You want to know how to get into it, where to start. So this video is for you. I've genuinely made this video for you. And it's better that I tell you now that I'm not too far in. I'm still in the early stages, but I'm telling you what I did and what I can do better. You know, so it's not like I'm all the way up here and I forgot, you know, how I started initially. I'm literally telling you as I'm going along with the progress. But I am so happy to be sharing the knowledge I do have. And I have to say, I feel way more confident than I felt at the beginning. At the beginning, I was just like, what am I doing? And now I'm like, nah, I'm taking over. Like, I'm doing this, like, and I'm putting so much effort in this. Like, I am gonna do this, and I can't wait to look back at this video and be like, wow, remember when you did that video and now you're here? That's the moment that I'm searching for. I cannot wait. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions, definitely, like I said, comment, DM me with any questions. Any questions at all, just comment, DM me, follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna leave my Instagram and my Stanstore link up here. I also have my links in my bio for all my Instagrams as well as my store, so you can check out the digital products to give you an idea of, you know, what digital products are looking like and what people are interested in. So I will see you guys next time.